So, my friends, welcome back. We are here for another episode of Microdosing with my mom. Right? We've been following along her journey. She's now 4 months in to her microdosing practice, and she just took a massive step in going deeper with this medicine. So with that said, my mom here is actually going to share with you a little bit about her experience attending a microdosing retreat. So she just showed up for an immersive weekend with mushroom medicine in the form of microdosing, as well as some other supporting practices, and a group of ladies who were all doing the same thing, because you've been on this journey very much in a virtual community.
Yeah.
And so what I'd love to start with here from you is, how was this microdosing retreat at the base of this beautiful location in Palm Springs, California? How was this retreat different than the first 3 months of your microdosing practice that was kind of more on your own and in a community of virtual people?
I wasn't expecting to the degree of the community playing a role in the energy of the other women and being able to share their stories and what they were going through and watching them transition through the weekend as well. I had been off of microdosing for a good month and a half. It's not something you're meant to do forever, and it's not something you do continually day after day, and it's one of the things that you teach. And I think it's a misconception that a lot of people have, that when you're doing mushrooms, you're always doing mushrooms. You're not doing mushrooms. You are practicing with mushroom medicine, and it is not something that you do forever. And so I had been off of it for a good month, walked into this on a Thursday night, and we did yoga, we had meditation, we did an amazing workout with Allie, we did a meditation, and then a couple different breath works, which we had been doing breath work virtually, but it was amazing to do it in a room with the same people doing it, and we had upped our doses in preparation for that as well. So what I was not expecting to get out of this weekend, I knew it would be relaxing. I'm already been on this journey of decreasing anxiety and really kind of discovering, what's this next chapter of my life. What I was not expecting was to come in, realize, and learn some really heartfelt stuff that I had been holding on to that was impacting me from really experiencing true joy, love, health, wellness. All of that is impacted when we have stuff that's, whether it's being in our gut, whether it's a heart issue. Mine was definitely a heart issue. And so to be able to come away from this weekend.
Heart, you mean like emotionally? It was
emotionally a heart issue. Yeah, not like physically a heart. It was good. It was emotionally heart. Some of it from my childhood. And to be able to leave this weekend and know not only that I identified it, but to have the tools through working with you and the other facilitator, Meredith, on what do I need to do with that? How do I wash that so I can be free to truly love at the fullest, and to go home and to be able to impact my mom with that, to be able to go home and impact my husband with that, was two things that it's a gift I'm giving myself, but through being able to work through stuff with both of them as well, it's a gift that all three of us, I know, will be life-changing for all of us. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to leave here refreshed, not truly transformed.
Wow, truly transformed.
Yeah.
That's powerful, really powerful. Yeah, and you actually closed out our ceremony with the word that you felt like really encapsulated the weekend. What would you say that word was?
Free. I have a tendency to be worthy, which I didn't realize. I really didn't. I have a tendency to do things well because I want to show my worth. And I've always been a person who I always felt I am worthy. I've never struggled with that. And I didn't realize it's to the degree that runs that side of my life. And so to leave here knowing I don't have to do to be loved, I can sit back and let others do. I can slow down, I can rest. And I think one of the things I'm the most excited to do in leaving here is one of the things I felt really called to do yesterday morning and then really called to this afternoon is I want to be able to read more. I want to be able to really dive in and do my devotions on a more consistent basis. And all I've been called to do today, since the minute I woke up, was to not get on the phone when I'm driving home, not to listen to one of my podcasts, but to literally just listen to praise music. And waking up and feeling just that, I wasn't expecting.
So beautiful. Truly freeing yourself of worth being attached from anything other than just being you.
Yeah.
And you kind of touched on it there, and this will be one of our last points we address with everyone, but you have a really strong relationship with Christ. And people who practice religion sometimes can feel like spirituality is butting heads with their religion and could block them from having a more connected relationship with whatever they believe their higher power to be. And it's been so incredible, especially this whole journey, but especially this weekend. You really integrate your relationship with Christ into all these spiritual practices in a way that I see you glowing from the inside out, and I see you being or feeling more connected to Christ than you may have in a really long time, if not ever. Can you just touch on that component a little bit? Because I think it's been so beautiful that no matter what other people have to say, you trust that this is the path you need to be on, and it's not taking you away from God. It's actually been bringing you closer.
Well, I've obviously been walking and had faith my whole life, and I'm here, and I wasn't healing. So I can't imagine not having these other practices, because I wouldn't have gotten to where I am right now with what I was doing. So that, I think, is important to know, that, and I believe in them so much that I have really, you've put me in contact with a couple other counselors that are Christians that are in this, community, which I'm super grateful for. And I just know, I know when I'm not walking where I need to walk, and I'm not feeling that. And just the fact that he was able to be here with me the whole weekend. And it's, if I bring up that I'm praying or I was feeling led or called from God, that I feel safe doing that, and the fact that I know leaving this weekend too, he's just here with me. And if he wasn't, because he definitely was, I was struggling to hear him when I had all my anxiety, and the fact that that's not the case anymore, I'm just trusting the path I'm on right now. And I love that. I love that I can put these two areas of my life together, because right now I couldn't do it without both.
Amazing. Oh, that's so beautiful to share and so powerful, because I think it's a really powerful perspective to bring to the table. And I just really prize you and honor you for showing up not only to this moment but to this process with so much openness and trust and surrender, and knowing that this is right where you want to be, and your transformation just is an expression of that. So if this really resonated with you, and this is the first time you've met me and my mom talking about her journey with microdosing, then make sure to go check out her last 2 videos, because she caught up with us on her 2-week journey, her 2-month journey, and now we're at 4 months in, and I can't even wait for the 6-month or whatever the one to follow is, because it just is the onion that keeps on unraveling and getting you to your core, which is that person that God placed you on this planet to become. And it's incredible as your daughter to see you go through this. For any of you out there who have kids or have parents, it's so special to go through this, and I'm so grateful. It's healing for me. It's so healing for me to witness you step in this and own your own healing and heal yourself.
And it's really amazing to have your daughter be your teacher. I mean, you've always taught me. I mean, from a very small age, she was always teaching me. And it's amazing to see you growing into the woman that you've grown into, and you're still teaching me. And I love, as parents, we have to remember that, the roles can be reversed.
You can only give what you receive. So I can say I can say it all back at you. Absolutely. Well, as always, thank you everyone for watching another episode of Microdosing with my mom. If you want to, like I said, watch more, go check out our other 2 videos. Just look up Microdosing with my mom on this channel. And if you love it, if you appreciate it, let us know, because we would love to know if you want to hear more about this journey that we're walking on very much together. And if you want to start your own microdosing practice, go ahead and send me a DM, a direct message, or an email, and I would love to support you, whether it be joining one of our retreats or walking through a microdosing mentorship that you can do from anywhere in the world. So
Highly recommend it.
Yep. Sending all of you love and light. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.
All right, good job.
Good job.
Nice.